Twisted Christian. Today I'm going to be discussing the dinar, but I'm going to be doing it from a different perspective. And every now and then I'll do some research on some dreams. People have dreams and visions about finances or global reset or the dinar. And one of the things that I wanted to point out was that a lot of times when people have dreams, it's never really about any kind of global reset. And I go back. I don't really pay attention to people who have dreams like say like right now too much. I like to go back to the past because anybody can make up a dream, put it out there, whatever. But I think that we can maybe look at some clues at this. If this is prophetic, if this is spiritual, if this is a God thing, then this thing is going to happen. But it just depends on how it's going to happen. So, but first, I'd like to thank you guys for your support on Patreon. And just to kind of give you guys to let you know what I'm doing, I'm in talks right now with Cage Productions, and they do animation, they do different projects. It's an independent studio. And, it's very expensive to have animation done unless it's done by an independent studio. So that's what we're seeking, and it's for the project Grigori Legends. Right? You can see the artwork here. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get 1 full minute of what is called a pitch video. And a pitch video, what that does, I've been through this whole process before when we did our other one. And so we're doing a completely, it's the same Grigori, it's under the Grigori project, but it's called Grigori Legends. And it's about the legends of giants and, some other things too. But mostly, if you guys are familiar with Genesis chapter 6 in the Bible, it talks about the Nephilim, and throughout the Bible and other ancient texts, it talks about giants. So we're going in that direction as far as looking at all the different stories. We have the main story, but I'm starting off with some of the smaller mini-series first, and we're also working on a comic book / graphic novel to accompany the pitch trailer. So if you guys like that, you guys want to support that, the PayPal link is down below in the description. Also, you can sign up monthly. You can watch this project. So I'm really trying to move forward on this because this is very important. If you guys like to support that, the links are all down below in the description. All right, so to get to the main topic, I just want to go ahead and I found this website called Global Financial Protection, Prophetic Dreams and Visions of Iraq Dinar. So I'm just going to go down to a dream here on this particular page. This is back from 2014. All right. Had a dream last year about the dinar revalue happening before the GCR. If you guys don't know what that is, it's called the Global Currency Reset on a late Tuesday afternoon at $4.77. Lining up cars at a bank funnel through into one line. Given a ticket for an appointment to proceed through one of the bars that you push through before going on a subway. Assigned a banker and an angel nodding their head as decisions were being made. Also, there was 30 days in the month. All right, so that's pretty interesting. All right, 2 weeks ago, I had a dream. I was at the bank called Peninsula Credit Union. There were 5 Chinese girls in school uniforms sitting at a table, called up by their teller who asked what they needed. They wanted to exchange their dinar for a trip. Overhearing this, I learned that the dinar would be exchanged for loans based off the value of the dinar. No cash involved. My husband, who was with me, had left so I could figure out things because I had no idea that it had revalued. I was given a pair of running shoes that were magenta and orange with a hint of green. All right, so, and I like going back to older dreams, even going back even further, because this thing hasn't happened yet, and there was a lot of speculation. Things didn't really ramp up until about 2010, 11, when there was a lot of information out there. A lot of things were supposed to be happening. But one of the things is, and I brought this up in a video, and I guess that's one of the reasons why I'm making this video. I said, what if the dinar has nothing to do with the global currency reset? See, a lot of people are waiting for the reset, and they're waiting for the dinar, and they think it's going to happen at the same time. But I'm not too for sure about that. And everything that I discuss here is a theory, because some people say, well, I thought you said this, or I thought you said that. I explain a lot of different theories, and I explain a lot of different things, how things could go. So if you guys want to hear all of them, sometimes I do repeat them, but you got to listen to the videos. So in the last video that I made, last couple of videos I made, I talked about, is the dinar even part of the global currency reset? Because if it's not, that changes everything. But this dream, I find it interesting. And then there was another one that she had, and it dealt with the Chinese girls, right? So we know that in Kim Clement's thing, what he was talking about a wealth transfer coming from Asia, right? And actually, the Middle East is actually really part of Asia. It's not really called. They only started calling the Middle East like back in the 1960s or 70s or something. It was somewhere around there, but it is from that. And so I find that very interesting why the Chinese girls would be in there in the first place. And we know that I think China is a big player in what's getting ready to happen, what's getting to take place. So, and not only that, Kim Clement said he would release, the wells one at a time. Well, the dinar itself is a well. And most of the things that I really hear about Kim Clement talking about doesn't really include a global reset. So, some people will say, well, if you interpret it this way or that way, well, put your thoughts down below. And I'm not sure this whole thing about exchange for loans or, however they're going to be doing the dinar. All I know is that when it does change in value, I'm going to go to the bank and I'll be able to put the money in the bank, whatever. And this, according to this dream, there was no cash involved. So we'll just have to wait and see how that all plays out. And in the dream she also had, there's the 30 days in the month. So she was saying that basically this particular dream, that it happened in a month that only had 30 days. And I'm not sure who this person is. I guess there's some other dreams. They have some other dreams on here, but there's not really anything that could kind of give like information, because I try to do the research, and I think that somebody out there God has given some revelation to about maybe the season, the month, the year and everything, because this thing has been going on for a long time. So I do look for certain things. I look for things that could be triggers or things that could be markers when people have a dream or a vision about the dinar. And like I said, it just seems like everybody who's had dreams about the dinar, that never includes the global reset. So, and I was saying, just keep in mind, people, what if the dinar is separate from the global reset? So that changes things, because if you exchange your dinars and then this global reset takes place and the value of the dollar goes down, and then this whole global reset takes place, and then eventually everybody's currency, everything will start to come back up and everything will fall in line. And that's the whole thing, is that if the dinar revalues beforehand, we all definitely have an opportunity to make a lot of money in the future on top of our dinars. So, but I'm just hoping that at least in my walk, in this journey that I'm doing about become financially free, that I'm actually able to do this before the dinar revalues. And I'm not saying I'm going to become a millionaire or anything like that, but I want to be put into a financial situation to where I don't have to worry about bills, and I can work on my project, and I don't have to be worrying about being a slave to the system. So you guys tell me what you think about that down there, and how China's involved. I think China is involved. I think there's just a lot of things that we just don't know that's happening behind the scenes. And I think one of those things that's happening behind the scenes is they're trying to destroy the central banking system. They want to get rid of it because it hasn't been good for the world economy. It's been good for some people, but you know what? There's so much corruption in this type of system. It's just not working. It's just not working. There's too much debt, and there's too much independence from the central bank, where they could just do whatever they want, print whatever they want. We'll just throw a quarter of a trillion dollars into the stock market, and yet our budget here, especially here in the United States, people complain about, it costs $5 billion for this, and, it costs $2 billion for this, to have this done or to start this program. But yet the central bank within what, a couple months, can just toss $250 billion into the markets. But anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for listening. Thank you for your support on the Patreon and on PayPal. It really means a lot. And we're just watching this. We're taking this journey on together. Don't forget to sign up for the Patreon and check out all the different stocks. Now, keep in mind, there is a stock by Kim Clement, BBB, right? So don't forget to check that out on, I have it here on my YouTube. Uh, Kim Clement Prophetic BBB Stock Reveal. It's also on the Patreon. All right, I thank you guys for listening. And with that being said, Twisted Christian out.